Oscars have just happened, and it's all about Oscar red carpet looks. This is going to be about Charlize Theron's look. I'm going to give you a makeup tutorial about getting her gorgeous red carpet look. It was all about a shimmery, natural look, glowy skin, sparkly eye, lots of lashes, just defined at the lash line, very natural look. It's actually my favorite look from this season. So this makeup tutorial is going to teach you how to create it yourself. Okay, because the lid was so shimmery, we really need to make that shimmer pop. So what I want to do is layer cream and powder together, because by layering it together, it'll make that shimmer look more shimmery. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a matte cream. I'm going to use a matte beige. Look down for me. Now, I only want to put it on the part of the lid I'm going to highlight. So I'm going to take my number 22 brush and I'm going to layer my matte cream on the lid. Right across the lid. By layering the cream first, when I go back to put that shimmer powder, it's going to really make that shimmer pop. And then I'm going to go over that matte cream with a shimmer beigey cream, because it was extra shimmery. Just a nice thin layer. We don't want a lot of thick product on there. Really blending it out. You want to make sure you use a really stiff brush when you're applying a cream like this. Now we're going to take a shimmer champagne, and we're going to pat it over that shimmer cream, so you get a lot of color on there. Then just take your big fluffy brush, number 28, and blend it out. Now, you'll notice that with Charlize's look, the brow bone was not as highlighted as the lid. And that is so that the lid will look more highlighted. If you did it as equally highlighted, it would not make the lid look as intense. Open and look down for me. Now look over to your, yeah, there you go. So I'm going to take a nice matte flesh, and I'm going to highlight your brow bone so that it's not as highlighted as your lid. Just right underneath the arch. Now we still need to define the crease, but we don't want it to be too strong. So we're going to take our number 11 brush, because we want a very defined placement of our color, and a nice clay color, matte clay, and we're going to apply it just in the crease to start to get the definition. So we start to build the crease with a nice soft color. Taking our number 28 to blend it out. Because remember, we don't want to blend with anything we've added color with, because then it would just make it muddy. So we're taking a clean brush. Now by doing that nice matte clay, that's getting the majority of our crease work done. Then we're going to go back with a matte taupe and concentrate in the outer corner. because I want it very specifically placed, I'm going to take my number 30, apply it in that outer corner. Then blending it out. With number 28. Some more matte taupe on the other side, the outer corner. Blending it out. Starting to get our shape. Now we have to keep all of our dark very, very, very specifically placed, because there's very, very little dark in this look. It was only right at the lash line and in the very outer corner. Now, the only eye shape that this look will not work on is a hooded eye, because you can't see the definition. You wouldn't have the lid space to really make this work on. If it's slightly hooded, it will work, but if it's completely hooded, it will not work. All right, now, before I start to put my dark on, we're going to start the lining. Now, the important thing about the lining on this look is it was super, super thin, gradually getting thicker as you went to the outer corner. So you need to make sure and keep it just that way. So when you're lining, open and look down for me. We need to make sure we keep it really thin in the inside corner, and we can get thicker as we get to the outer corner. Now the great thing is, in the outer corner we can actually create that little bit of broadness or more thickness with shadow. Don't make your model cry like I just did. That feel a little bit better? Okay, look down. I'll stop periodically and let you blink. Better. Then you can just go back and make it thicker in the outer corner with another layer of pencil. And I started about halfway with my other layer of pencil and thickened just the outer half, because you want the inside to be as thin as possible. And then I'm going to go back over it with shadow and a brush to set it. I'm going to use my brush number 41, a little dark shadow. Open and look down, just to make it nice and smooth. Now I'm going to take my brush number 18 and I'm going to take some dark shadow. Now this is not really dark, it's just going to be a little bit darker of a brown. And I'm going to go in the outer corner and I'm going to lay it right, turn your head just this way, now look down for me. I'm going to lay it right at the base and then just barely drag it up to create a little bit more depth in this outer corner. So we get that drama, that subtle drama without it being a lot of shadow. This will also slightly smudge that line for you, to soften that line. Okay, so we're going to take number 30, a little bit more of that subtle brown, and just really blend it in a little bit more. Just trying to blend out that outer edge of the line while creating definition. Of course, Charlize Theron wore an entire strip of lashes, but Ashley already has some lash extensions on. So I'm going to just do a corner lash to give her more of a thick, fuller lash for the look. So I've taken a strip of lashes, and I've just cut them in half, and I'm going to use the outer corner of each of your lashes. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to color the band. Then I'm going to apply glue to the lash band. I'm going to start to let it dry. I'm going to round it out as I start to let it dry. Right. Blow on it. Okay, open and look down. Look at me. Better. Do the other eye. Okay, so now we're going to start to define underneath. So I'm going to take my matte taupe, look up for me. Just go right along the lash line, because we just want subtle definition. Using my number 13 brush. Now what's really important again underneath here is we need to highlight, because this eye is all about that shimmer glowiness. So using my number 13 brush and that shimmer beige, I'm going to really highlight right around that inside corner. Look down for me. Look back up. And then I'm going to just use a little bit of that darker, kind of medium brown color. Look up and just barely wrapping it around that outside corner. Immediately blending it away. We don't want a lot of dark all the way across. Now we're going to mascara the bottom lashes. Blink all you need to.
Okay.
Look up. Then we're going to take some mascara. And we're going to mascara her lashes into the false lashes. Her lashes, her lash extensions, and the false lashes, all three together. Look down for me. Mainly just at the base. Now we're going to create a glow to the skin. We're going to take a little matte bronzer. Start to give you a glow, Ashley. Nice number 73 brush, so we get it right where we want it. Powder brush and blending it out. Making lots of flyaways for Bart to obsess over.
I could feel the sun.
Just building color to get that glow that you want, giving the skin lots of pretty color. Especially like with Ashley, because you can see she's got lots of color to her body, but not her face, because she really protects her face from the sun. So we can add a lot more color to her face to make it match her body. Which is great, because we need to protect her face from the sun. Of course, when her neck's all crepey and nappy.
Stop it.
She'll be wishing she had protected that too. She's got all that nappy, crepey cleavage. Anything I can do to help with your self-esteem, you just let me know. What foundation do you wear every day? You don't have crepey cleavage.
YSL?
Is it that new one? The La Touch one? Mm-hmm. Yeah. You don't have crepey cleavage right now.
It's good now.
Not to protect it, it's not.
Trying. It's the tennis.
Now we're going to take a nice soft peach. Smile for me. On the cheeks. Help create that glow. Popping it on the apples. She probably had one of the more natural looks on the red carpet, which is probably why I loved it so much. pretty? Oh, girl, now you have to be happy about that. Hold your head that way, and now cut your eyes there. Look at that.
Skin looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Girl.
I have to do this every morning.
It paid off coming here looking ugly, didn't it? Okay, sorry. Focus, okay. Now for the lip, because it's a really beautiful soft nude lip. Now Ashley has a definite lip line, but because of whatever the case may be, her edge, because she's a white girl, her edge is not very definite, it's true. Because she's ivory beige skin, her edge is not very definite, and because it's a nude lip, I want a more defined edge. I'm gonna conceal the edge so that I can go back with my lip pencil and give it a more defined edge. And by concealing it first, it will just give me a really nice predefined edge. And anytime you're doing a nude lip, this will help just give you a much prettier edge to it, especially when doing a nude one. Just take a tiny bit of concealer and just go back over the edge. Then I'm going to take a very soft nude lip pencil. Now I'm going to take a very subtle, slightly pink nude. Because that's the color she wore. And go over it. All right, so to get this red carpet look that Charlize wore on the red carpet is all about a shimmery lid, a soft glowy cheek, and a nude soft pink lip. This look works perfect on every eye shape but a hooded eye. Sorry, hooded eye girls. You get to wear the Jennifer Lawrence look. She won anyway. Charlize didn't win anything, so it doesn't matter. So this look will work great for anyone but for a hooded eye. We'll be right back with the hair down and the finished look. We'll be right back.